da voi. Piccola bimba del cuore, io vorrei nella estasi sospirare china ai tuoi piedi, ogni segreto scorderò.
A new life awaits you in the off-world colonies. The chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. A new life awaits you in the off-world colonies. The chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. Let's go to the colony.
This announcement has been brought to you by the Chimago Dominguez Corporation, helping America into the new world.
Use your new
You're not Italian?
Shall we continue? Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Try so hard to be like your brother, Mr. James.
Hey, my brother's the coolest.
Well, you're better than cool. You're warm.
Yeah, but he's smart.
You're smart. You're just not word smart.
Yeah? Just...
Action!
Telephone?
Ain't got one up here.
Where's the nearest service station?
Too far to walk. Earl's got the Chevy. He won't be back for hours and hours.
Action.
Telephone.
Ain't got one up here.
Where's the nearest service station?
Too far to walk. Earl's got the Chevy and he won't be back for hours and hours.
Telephone.
Ain't got one up here.
Where's the nearest service station?
Too far to walk. Earl's got the Chevy. He won't be back for hours and hours.
You poster boy touched my wife?
No!
He didn't touch me.
No, I didn't!
Damn Italian!
I'm not even Italian!
He ain't Italian. He ain't Italian.
You're not Italian?
Pasta boy! Oh, pasta boy! And action!
Don't hurt him, Arnold!
Did pasta boy touch my
No!
wife?
No, Arnold.
Did ya?
I didn't!
No.
Damn Italian!
I'm not even Italian!
He ain't Italian.
You're not Italian?
Pasta boy! Oh, pasta boy! How am I supposed to concentrate on this? Cut.
À, những cái dẫn thứ cho họ chuyển dọn dạo xì cán á thì chạy đi sao là đẹp chạy cho nó hả sao đẹp đẹp mặt sao là đẹp Anh đi hỏi việc à? Anh đi gặp gã bên quay hả? Anh sao? 你快啲入嚟。
Fiery the angels fell. Deep thunder rolled around their shores, burning with the fires of oak.
咁點得㗎？唔得 ！You not come here. Illegal. 嘿，嘿，怎麼搞得 ？Code， 老細咪嗌 freezing。
Yes. Questions. Morphology, longevity, incept dates.
Don't know. I don't know such stuff. I just do eyes. Just eyes. Genetic design. Just eyes. You Nexus, huh? I design your eyes.
Joe, if only you could see what I've seen with your eyes. Questions.
I don't know answers.
Who does?
Tyrell. He knows everything.
Tyrell Corporation?
Big boss, big genius. He designed your mind, your brain.
Huh? Smart.
Go.
Not an easy man to see.
Give me gold.
I guess.
Sebastian, he take you there. He take you there.
Sebastian who?
J. F. Sebastian.
Now, where would we find this J.F. Sebastian?
Action!
Don't hurt him, Earl!
Did Pasta Boy touch my
No!
wife?
No, Earl.
Did ya?
I didn't.
No.
Damn Italian!
I'm not even Italian.
He ain't Italian.
You're not Italian?
Pasta Boy! Oh, Pasta Boy! How am I supposed to concentrate on this? Cut.
Theater douchebags. You're a movie star, man. You're a global force. Don't you get it? You spent your whole life building a bank account and a reputation, and you blew both. Good for you. Fuck it. We'll make a comeback. They're waiting for something huge. We'll give it to them. Shave off that pathetic goatee. Get some surgery. 60's the new 30, motherfucker. You were the original, man. You paved the way for all these other little clowns. Give the people what they want. Some good old-fashioned apocalyptic porn. Birdman, The Phoenix Rises. Pimple-faced gamers screaming in their pants. $1 billion worldwide, guaranteed. You were larger than life, man. You save people from their boring, miserable lives. You make them jump, laugh, shit their pants. All you have to do is...
You poster boy touched my wife!
No!
He didn't touch me.
No, I didn't!
Damn Italian!
I'm not even Italian!
He ain't Italian. He ain't Italian.
You're not Italian?
Pasta boy! Oh, pasta boy!
You're Rusty James. Biff Wilcox looking for you, Rusty James.
I'm not hiding.
He says he's gonna kill you, Rusty James.
Saying ain't doing.
Shit.
Shit, that's tough. These things happen, Rusty James. Maybe we should go double or nothing sometime.
Sit down.
Cats constantly fighting and arguing amongst yourselves like typical fucking yabos.
Watch your language. Come on. Come on.
Hey, Benny, give me a chocolate milk, huh? So what's he doing about this? It's Biff. What's he doing about killing me?
The deal is, man, you're supposed to meet him tonight under the arches behind the pet store at about 10 o'clock.
Put a little hair on your chest.
He's coming alone then, huh?
Oh, in Canada, man.
Well, if he's bringing friends, then I'm bringing friends, man.
Yeah, but you know how that's gonna turn out, Rusty James. Everybody will end up getting into it. You bring people, he brings people. You're gonna have to fight.
Well, if you think I'm going to that vacant lot by myself, man, you're fucking crazy. Come on,
Watch your language over there. Watch it. Bring it down. Bring it down. Cool it off.
Spun out. What the hell do you think you're
Fuck
doing?
you, Smokey. Steve goes wherever I go. Steve, come here. Sit down. Sit down and be quiet.
Damn it, Rusty James. It's been a long time since we've had that kind of trouble.
Chicken smoke? Oh, Smoke's a chicken. Bark, bark, bark.
Smokey doesn't want to come. He doesn't.
Smokey, we understand you.
Hey, Rusty James.
Smoke's a chicken.
What, you don't want to come? Fine. We don't
Hey,
need
Rusty
you.
James. You know I'm gonna be there, man. But you know what the motorcycle boy said about gang
The
fights?
motorcycle boy hasn't been around for 2 months, so don't go telling me about that.
What if the motorcycle boy came back and found out?
What?
I said, what if your brother came back and found out?
My brother ain't back, man, all right? I'm sick of hearing this shit. I don't know when he's coming back, if he's coming back, so if you assholes want to wait around for the rest of your life to see what he says, fine. Fine, man.
Get down off.
But I'm gonna stop that little shit ass tonight, and I think I should have a few fucking friends. Are you listening to
Mr.
me?
James, we are gonna be there, man, all right? We are gonna be there. But let's just keep it between you two, okay?
Right. For sake.
All right,
Get
we're
down
ready.
off of there.
I'm sorry, Benny. Sorry, man. What's up? Hey. Hey, what's the matter, man, huh? Really, you feeling all right? How come the tank is separated?
These are rumblefish. They'd kill each other if they could.
Yeah?
You boys gonna buy a fish or something?
That's right, Rusty James. These are Sammy's fighting fish. Watch this. You know, if you lay in the mirror up against the glass, they try to kill themselves fighting their own reflection.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah? Try it. Right there. In the middle.
Yeah.
No, over that way. See that one over there? That one. Yeah. I wonder if they'd act that way in the river.
I should close up now, boys. I don't carry much cash. Really, I don't.
Hey, we're looking.
Wow.
Hey, man, I really dig the colors.
Colors?
The colors are cool.
Mm-hmm. Makes me kind of sorry I can't see the colors.
I never thought you were sorry about anything.
What's the big interest in the pet store all of a sudden? They've been hanging around here.
Take a look at the fish.
You're crazy. You're really crazy. And you know I've known about it all along.
But they belong in the river. I don't think that they would fight if they were in the river. They had the room to live.
Someone ought to get you off the streets.
Somebody ought to put the fish in the river. Not knowing she's dying, even if you show her the marks.
Hey, man. So cool over here. I really dig it over here. The lights. All these people, man. I love crowds. You know, I don't know why. Maybe it's because, I can't stand being left alone, man. I really can't. I feel like I'm getting choked. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being choked.
See,
I can't deal with it.
See, when you were 2 years old, I was 6. Your mother decided to leave. You know, she took me with her. When the old man found out, he went on a 3-day drunk. He told me it was the first time he ever got drunk.
Come on,
Hey,
son.
look,
Get
he
off.
liked it.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Hey, sweetie, would you like a date, huh?
What were you saying? Go ahead.
I said he told me it was the first time he ever got drunk. And anyway, you see, he left you alone in the house for those 3 days. And we didn't live where we do now. It was a very large house. And, anyway, what happened was, eventually she dumped me and they took me back, to the old man. He sobered up enough to go home. I suppose that's how you developed your fear of being alone.
You never told me that before.
Hold it right there, sex man. Just a second.
No. I didn't think it'd be any good.
Hey, bro. What's going on, man? Got a cigarette?
Here.
Hey, let's do something tonight, all right? Let's just get the fuck out of here. Go across the bridge over to the strip or something, you know? You want to do that? Hey, what are you reading?
There's a picture of me in this magazine.
Whoa! Nice. Is there an article in here about you?
No, some photographer took my picture when I was out in California.
It's a good picture, man. Man, wait until those guys hear about this shit, man.
No, don't. Rusty James, I'd rather you didn't tell anyone. I mean, God knows it's gonna get around soon enough.
All right, that's
You know
cool.
what I mean? I'm tired of all this Robin Hood, Pied Piper bullshit. You know, I'd just soon stay in neighborhood novelty if it's all the same to you.
Mm.
You know?
Hey, I know what you mean when you say the Pied Piper, man. Those fucking guys would have followed you anywhere, man. They probably still would. Think about it.
The Pied Piper? What do you mean, the Pied Piper?
Well, you said it, not me, but I get what you mean, man. I mean, fuck. Like the guy with the flute, man. They would have followed you anywhere.
I have a flute. Yeah.
Like in the movie, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd all follow me, to the river, huh? And jump in.
I don't know. Yeah, they probably would, man.
You know, if you're gonna lead people, you have to have somewhere to go.
Indiscutiblemente el rodaje de la película, puesto que del rodaje de la película se va a desprender inevitablemente el resultado de la película. Habrá quien te diga lo contrario, es muy discutible, pero por los tiempos que corren y en estas latitudes, puedes no haber participado en el guión. Puedes ser crítico del propio guión. Puedes ser autor del guión y no crítico del guión. Pero sí, lo que es evidente es que donde va puesta la cámara, tú eres el autor. Puede que la actriz no sea la que tú hubieras deseado. Puede que el actor esté miscast, pero la cámara donde la pones tú. Vaya, como el cine es un arte concreto y preciso, el director es al final de cuentas el que dice se va a ver esto, de este tamaño, con esta profundidad, o este acercamiento, con esta relación, y esta imagen se va a editar junto con esta. ¿Me explico? Sí. Luego entonces, eso lo dice el director y eso es la película. Sin remedio. Puede que después venga un editor y le dé la vuelta a espaldas del director, pero de todas maneras, las imágenes están y no hay malas imágenes que vayan a ser una buena edición. Eso no existe. Hay la posibilidad de un guión mal filmado, un guión muy mejorado, una actriz que no era nadie y que repentinamente es alguien que atraviesa la pantalla, un muy buen actor que quedó en nada. No sé si me explico, pero todo está en el rodaje, irremediablemente. Entonces, ¿qué es eso? Eso es el director. Que para eso se necesita un team de colaboradores los mejores posibles, capaces, sensibles, obedientes, cineastas de coraza, como decimos nosotros, de acuerdo. También puede ser que no lo sean. Doble y triple trabajo para el director, porque tiene que hacerlos, que crea todos en su película, en la inteligencia de que él solo no puede. ¿Me explico? Así que es el rodaje a final de cuentas.
Parte del rodaje es la dirección de actores, ¿no?
La puesta en escena.
La puesta en escena.
Puesta.
Entonces, yo creo que una parte fundamental es la dirección de actores, ¿no?
Indiscutiblemente. Y es donde es más vulnerable la dirección en términos generales. ¿Por qué? Porque una gran mayoría de profesionistas no le dan importancia a eso y recurren al apoyo de dialoguistas que ensayan los diálogos por afuera con los actores o qué sé yo. Mal resultado, porque un buen director de cine es un director de escena. Y si no, a las pruebas nos podemos remitir. Tú reconoces una secuencia de una película de Hitchcock por la acción y la actuación de sus actores, por el timing que tienen los actores y que da precisamente esa noción de suspense. Tú reconoces indiscutiblemente cuando Gary Cooper a caballo pasa frente a cámara y esa cámara es de John Ford. ¿Sí me explico? Sí. Eso es el estilo, pues eso es la puesta en escena.
Felipe Casals tiene fama y tuvo mucha fama en sus películas de tener un control absoluto sobre los actores, ¿no?
Sí, sí, porque pasa una cosa terrible. Los detesto. No lo puedo remediar. Los detesto porque cuando les pido algo, casi siempre lo hacen mejor de lo que yo lo pedí. Y esto me subleva. Como el actor tiene la necesidad de ensamblarse perfectamente con la historia que va a contar el director, se esmera entonces el actor en interpretar lo mejor posible al director. Y los grandes actores son grandes intuitivos, no necesitan ser gentes muy inteligentes. Y la gran mayoría de actores son grandes intuitivos. Entonces, cuando yo después de trabajar muchas horas con mi guión llego al foro y le digo al actor, fíjate que ya pensé que lo que tienes que hacer es poner el vaso en la mesa antes de meter la mano en la guantera de la cosa esta, y me dice así, y lo hace mejor de lo que yo se lo dije, me saca de quicio. Porque en ese momento sé que el trabajo va a comenzar. Porque ya que me lo hizo mejor de lo que yo se lo pedí, tengo que exigirle más y más para que él lo vaya depurando, afinando y lleguemos a un momento preciso que es el siguiente. Cuando el gesto y la acción son sugeridos, mas no realizados, que eso es lo que el espectador sentado intuye. ¿Me explico? Si un actor siente miedo de ir hacia una puerta, yo necesito que el espectador sienta que el actor no quiere ir hacia la puerta, no que no va hacia la puerta, ¿me explico? Mi trabajo consiste entonces en crear esa relación de trabajo y llega un momento que el actor te da esa sensación. Entonces, no los tolero y los adoro, por otro lado, porque tienen esa inmensa capacidad de intuitivamente entender de inmediato qué es lo que buscas. Ahí se comienza a trabajar y a pulir y a definir y a pulir y a peinar esa acción hasta que esa acción no se realiza, simplemente se sugiere.
Antes estuvieron aquí unos estudiantes de Puebla hace como 15 días. Muchos de los del padre dicen que robaron. Es chisme, es chisme. Vinieron a hablar a las gentes, a aconsejar.
Han de haber sido los de leyes. ¿Venían en un camión?
Camión, sí, camión. Ya hasta quieren meter un escrito con el padre. Y hartas mentadas de picardía contra la universidad.
Te digo, pinche Julián.
Es chisme, joven. Conmigo estuvieron platicando. Hasta me regalaron un cenicero. Por Dios.
Oye, esto está de la chingada.
Aquí está, mire.
¿Pues qué hicieron? Nosotros nada, señor. ¡Carajo! ¡Pedro! ¡Sácatelos por la barranca y llévatelos hasta los tubos! ¡Vámonos! Ahí no nos encuentran. ¡Las cosas! ¡Déjalas! Están por todos lados. Son muchos. ¡Son estudiantes! ¡Son comunistas! ¿Qué dicen?
No, somos empleados. Somos trabajadores de la universidad.
¡Abre la puerta, Luca! ¡Vamos, Chihuahua, vamos, Chan!
Matan Sally! Ryan Tosha!
Le roman était peut-être inspiré par un fait divers.
I believe so, yes, in Wisconsin.
Oui,
somewhere.
dans le Wisconsin quelque part.
Psycho, in order to get the audience effect,
Je dirais que dans
For the
Psycho, pour avoir les effets sur l'audience,
I would say that this is pretty well as cinematic as a lot of pictures.
Oui, oui, en plus, oui, oui, oui.
It was a very interesting construction. I've tried for a long time to
Si.
play the audience.
Ouais.
Let's say we were playing them like an organ.
Why don't you call your boss and tell him you're taking the rest of the afternoon off?
The scene with John Gavin and Janet Leigh in the beginning. The element there is the bra. Okay. But it's shot very simply, but ominously. There's something ominous about it. The scenes in the office are kind of all right, you know. But that Texan...
I'm buying this house for my baby's wedding present. $40,000 cash.
For his style, the blandness of the scenes and the blandness of the framing is just really a kind of a bridge to get you to the next major moment. I think his instinct is right in telling stories like that.
I never carry more than I can afford to lose.
How benign can we make these images that just connect the dots?
I don't even want it in the office over the weekend. Put it in the safe deposit box in the banking.
It cost only
ça n'a
$800,000.
coûté que $800 000.
And I used a complete
Et je me suis
television
servi
unit to do it.
d'une équipe de télévision complète pour le faire.
He was flirting with you. I guess he must have noticed my wedding ring.
It
Ouais.
was
Il était
necessary
nécessaire
to make the
faire
robbery and what
vol.
happened to the girl purposely on the long side to get an audience absorbed with
afin
her
d'absorber
flight.
l'audience.
Come in.
Where I slowed up was when I came to the scenes that indicated time and trouble.
Hitchcock really
does love to surprise people and to take you in unusual directions. He sort of thrived on that, and he was very proud of that. That's what his cinema is kind of based on. The beginning of Psycho, it's one of the great misdirections.
He is playing with your expectations of where you're supposed to be in a movie, where you're supposed to be in a Hitchcock movie, where you're supposed to be in a Universal movie. You can argue the value of Janet Leigh's performance. You can say, well, that's a little flat, that's a little this, that's a little kabuki. Maybe all of those things are leading you to believe, as an audience member, there's a bigger cumulative effect. She's servicing an expectation.
The best scenes for me are ones he must have spent time on, the driving shots. You had to spend time on those, particularly the points of view somehow. And the framing of Janet Leigh in the center of the frame with top of the steering wheel and the bottom of the frame. Because you can make a choice. You can go above the steering wheel, you know, or you can go further out. But then maybe you won't see her eyes as well. So that's like the perfect size.
In quite a hurry.
Yes, I didn't intend to sleep so long. I almost had an accident last night.
The scene with the policeman. Of course, the framing of him staring into the car. Yes, we know with the glasses, he's scary. But there's something about the restraint of those frames. See, and the more you restrain, the better it is when the explosion happens. And on the way to the explosion, there are these meditative states. Driving.
Carolyn, get Mr. Cassidy for me. After all, Cassidy, I told you, all that cash.
And there's a sense of movement ahead, movement ahead. She steals money, then she decides to drive away, then she becomes guilty about it.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain.
Then she meets this guy in a motel, and he's telling her all his problems.
A few years ago, Mother met this man, and he talked her into building this motel.
You're watching, you want to know what happens. Is she going to bring that money back? Now, what is Anthony Perkins really going to do? You know, he has his mother there. Maybe there's going to be this whole thing going on with the mother and him and her. And
when he died, too, it was just too great a shock for her.
I mean, you're taken down a path. But what's great about it is that all your expectations are taken and turned upside down.
You know, there are certain rules, and he pulled a pin and rolled a grenade into the middle of that conference room and destroyed all those rules.
The camera's very much with Marion, right? Even to the point where you have that very famous shot of the shower head. All of a sudden you go from Marion, and the camera is then in this very strange place where you see both her showering and the shadowy figure behind that kind of visqueen curtain. He did it with an eye towards having to shift point of view 35 minutes into the film.
The very first screening of that film, none of us had a clue what was going to happen. And when that murder, that shower scene came, I've never seen an audience react like that. You could hear a sustained shriek from the audience downstairs. It wasn't like, ah, ah, ah. It was like, ah, like they wanted to close it out. But they couldn't stop watching it. You wanted to close your eyes, but you couldn't. Hitch was right. You didn't have to build suspense anymore. They were blithering idiots. The audience was, what happened? They couldn't believe what happened. They kept thinking it couldn't have happened. She's going to be alive. It was every impulse that you have from going to movies. It was the first time that going to the movies was dangerous.
7 days.
Ça durait 7 jours.
70 setups. I used a nude girl a lot, and I shot some of it in slow motion.
Ah ouais.
Because of covering the breast. You couldn't do it quick. You couldn't measure it correctly.
On ne pouvait pas le mesurer correctement.
That's when you feel like this guy really has his finger on the pulse, you know, of not only just audience response, but the world in general, that the world was ready for a film like that. It didn't know it was, but it was. This was a small story, but it represented probably something much larger on the horizon.
At that time, as it is now, we expect certain things. And it took storytelling at that time and says, no, I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you something else. Because you think everything is so cool. You're at the end of the 50s, the 60s are going to look glorious to us. I think it was really important for where we were then. You have Vietnam, you have World Revolution, you have everything that happened in the 60s, and the society has never been the same. That picture really touched upon that, I think, Psycho. Of course, you want everything so neat and wrapped up. Well, life isn't like that. Even the stories I'm going to tell you are not like that now.
My main
Ma
satisfaction
principale
is
satisfaction a été
that film did something to an audience. I really mean that. In many ways, I feel my satisfaction
que
with
ma
our
satisfaction
art
avec notre art
achieved something
a accompli quelque
of
chose
mass emotion.
d'une émotion de masse.
It wasn't a message. It wasn't some great performance. It wasn't a highly appreciated novel that served an
Ce n'était
audience.
pas un roman très apprécié qui a secoué l'audience.
It was pure film. People will say what a
Les gens
terrible
diront,
thing to make.
c'est une chose terrible à
The
faire.
subject was
Le sujet était
horrible.
horrible.
The people were
Les gens
small.
étaient
There were
petits.
no characters.
Il n'y avait pas de
in it. I know
caractère.
all this.
Je sais tout ça.
But I know one thing.
Mais je sais une chose.
The use of film in
L'utilisation du film
constructing
en construisant
this story caused audiences
mon
all
film
over the
a
world
causé des audiences partout au monde
to react and become emotional. My only pride in the
That's why.
picture
Mais c'est
is
pourquoi ma fierté dans
the
ce film
picture belongs to filmmakers. It belongs to
et que ce
us,
film
you and I.
nous appartient à nous et à vous et à moi.
Amigos de Héroes del Celuloide, esto ha sido todo por hoy.
Everybody's a dreamer, and everybody's a star, and everybody's in movies. It doesn't matter who you are. There are stars in every city, in every house and on every street. And if you walk down Hollywood Boulevard, their names are written in concrete.